Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD, Travelsthenix, and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing different rep speeds and different rep counts and what is the best tempo and volume for gains. Now, before we get into the video, if you're interested in travel, fitness, and overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. And guys, if you guys are interested in improving your physical fitness, you can go ahead and hit my website up. That's Travelsthenix.com. That link will be in the description. You can schedule a free consultation with me and we can discuss what it might take to start your self-improvement journey. I've got different price points, different programs that you can choose from on my website. We can do one-on-one coaching, or you can buy one of the programs that I have in place. But anyways, guys, let's get back to the video. So what is the best rep volume and tempo to make the most gains? Well, that's a loaded question. Rep volume and rep speed varies depending on your goals, but there are some universal aspects to what you might consider proper technique. First and foremost, whatever movements that we're working on, we need to establish proper form as the baseline. Full range of motion, body in proper position to prevent injuries and work the intended muscle group, along with as little swinging or excess momentum to the movement as possible. So in order to stay organized for this video, I'm going to break down reps and sets into two different segments. The first one is going to be rep tempo. That's going to be the speed that you do your reps. And then the next one is going to be rep range, which is going to be the volume or however many reps that you do in a certain set. So these two aspects of reps and sets are linked to a certain extent, because the slower and more controlled that you do your reps, the less reps that you typically can do, and the faster the pace of your reps, the more likely that you'll be able to complete a higher volume of reps. The question is, what will the quality of those reps be? Let's talk about three different rep styles and the benefits of all of them. First one is going to be slow and controlled reps. The second one is going to be slow eccentric and explosive concentric movements. That means slow on the negative movement and explosive on the positive movement. And the last style we're going to talk about is going to be fast-paced or explosive reps. Now, none of these are any better than the others. Just depending on your goals, you're going to want to focus on a specific rep style, or you can mix in a few or all of these tempos. First, let's go over slow and controlled reps. So slow and controlled reps are the most effective for hypertrophy, which is muscle growth, because you're giving your muscles more time under tension. And you might be asking yourself, what is time under tension? Time under tension is the amount of time that you keep your muscles tense during the movement. So it's basically your rep speed. More time under tension will help you build dense muscle and improve your type 1, which is slow twitch muscle fibers. I look at slowing down your reps in calisthenics almost like adding more weight, because you're putting that much more strain on your muscle. If you're somebody who's looking to gain size, I'd zero in on time under tension and slow and controlled reps. Focus on hypertrophy and then maybe focus on adding weight to your movements. So the next style we're going to go over is slow eccentric and explosive concentric movement. That's going slow on the negative movements and exploding in a controlled manner on the positive movements. Now that has the best of both worlds type benefits to it. You're going to gain pure strength and tap into those type 1 muscle fibers with that slow eccentric movement, that negative movement, as well as build type 2 muscle fibers with the explosive concentric movement, that explosive positive movement. An example of this could be doing a jump squat where you're focused on a slow negative, coming down on that squat very slow, but then you explode up on your jump. Or it could be a pull-up where you explode up in a controlled manner, of course, but then focus on coming down as slow as possible on that pull-up negative. While doing these type of reps, you always want to maintain as much control as possible. If you're looking to gain strength while keeping explosive athleticism, this might be the better option for you, opposed to doing just strictly slow and controlled reps the entire exercise. So next we're going to talk about fast tempo or explosive reps. Doing reps at a faster or more explosive tempo has a lot of benefits, although a lot of people in the fitness community look down upon it. For one, it can improve your explosion and athleticism. Plyometrics, for instance, focuses on using explosive fast twitch movements while maintaining a good level of control and agility. Another advantage to doing a faster rep style is that for the most part, you're going to be able to do a higher rep count, which will improve your muscle endurance, and it will be more of a high intensity style of training. On the aesthetics tip, this is going to help you get that more ripped, that lean look. Faster rep tempo helps you build that type 2 muscle fiber that you don't get from that slow and controlled rep style. As we age, high intensity exercises become more and more critical for us to incorporate into our workout routines because we do lose our fast twitch muscle at a faster rate once we go past the age of 30. Plyometrics and high rep calisthenics are two great ways to incorporate faster rep tempo to your workouts while building strength and muscle endurance. It also gives you a great pump. Okay, so let's talk about rep ranges. First, let's talk about high volume. High volume is great for muscle endurance and also for building muscle. Typically, if you're doing high volume with weightlifting, you're more than likely not lifting heavy. But with calisthenics, your rep counts can be attributed to a faster pace, less time under tension, or if you made the proper progress, your muscle endurance just allows you to do a higher rep count with slow and controlled reps. The thing with high rep counts is it's subjective. To some, 10 might be high volume for pull-ups. To others, that might just be a warm-up. Instead of getting caught up in a number that's considered high volume universally, focus on what's a high volume amount for yourself. The more slow and controlled that you do a calisthenics exercise, the less reps you'll be able to pump out. So if you want to train for muscle endurance, then you're going to want to speed up your reps and focus less on slow eccentric movements and more on completing the movement in a full range of motion as many times as possible. If you can use clean form with high volume, even with sped up reps, the exercise becomes more intense. It becomes high intensity endurance training. This is why when you use high volume, you tend to get more of that lean, ripped physique. The mistakes a lot of people make while training high volume are using improper form, using momentum to complete reps, and not using full range of motion. If you can eliminate those mistakes while using high volume training, you can build an extremely impressive physique as well as build up muscle endurance. That can come in handy if you're looking to get into something like a calisthenics competition. So next we're going to talk about low rep ranges. Again, the term low rep range is subjective, but with low rep ranges, you're more focused on building strength and muscle size. I found in my 4-year calisthenics journey that when I focus on lower rep ranges with more time under tension, I tend to increase my mass. Added weight to your calisthenics exercise is another factor in low rep ranges. It's no surprise that the more weight you add to a movement, the less reps you're going to be able to complete. Another factor in low rep training can simply be that you're just doing a harder progression of the exercise. Let's use handstand push-ups as an example exercise. The easiest progression would be pike push-ups, then wall handstand push-ups, and last would be handstand push-ups with no assistance. The easier progression, the more reps you'll be able to pump out. There are different ways to train low rep counts. So if you use low rep counts with a normal rep speed and give yourself minimal rest periods, then you can turn low rep count sets into muscle endurance training due to the short rest periods. The beauty of training with different techniques is that you can get creative and shock your body into even better gains. To sum it up, the different types of sets and reps you use can all be beneficial. I actually recommend using them all. Never get too comfortable in one style. Play tricks on your body so it doesn't plateau from using one training style. The main thing to keep in mind is that you should be training for progress, being able to do higher rep counts with more time under tension, doing harder progressions of an exercise, or doing an exercise with added weight. If you're putting the work in with proper form and full range of motion, you're doing a great job. If you're pushing yourself to achieve new fitness feats, then you're doing an even better job. There is no right or wrong method for rep sets, volume, and tempo, so play around with your workouts and see what gives you the best results. And when needed, switch up the style. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys received some value from this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I want to try to grow the channel, and YouTube actually puts me in the algorithm more when I get more likes and more views. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. If you guys have anything to add to the content, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.